الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم عما يتساءلون عن النبأ العظيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون كلا سيعلمون ثم كلا سيعلمون ألم نجعل الأرض مهادا والجبال أوتارا وخلقناكم أزواجا وجعلنا نومكم سباتا وجعلنا النهار معاشا وبنينا فوقكم سبعا شدادا وأنزلنا من المخصرات ماء ثجاجا لنخرج به حبا ونباتا وجنات ألفافا إن يوم الفصل كان ميقاتا يوم ينفخ في الصور فتأتون أفواجا وفتحت السماء فكانت أبوابا وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا إن جهنم كانت مرصادا للطاغين مآبا لابسين فيها أحقابا لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا كذابا جزاء وفاقا إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب أترابا.
Thank you so much. Okay, that recitation was from my amazing guest on the program today, and her name is Falia Fahud. Falia Fuhad, and she has done remarkably well. I will ask her much later if she can tell us exactly what that particular recitation is all about. Hello, beautiful people. This is the Medley Show, and of course, it's amazing to have you with us once again. Now, Falia, tell us exactly what you just recited to us.
I
If you can explain.
recited Suratul Nabai.
And can you tell us what it's about? Is
No.
it a prayer?
No, it's actually a surah
Good.
that is in the Holy Quran.
Good. Could you tell us what's a surah?
The surah,
Yes.
Suratul Nabai.
Okay.
But you can actually call it Amma if you don't know the real
The
name.
real name. That's good. Thank you for doing that with us. So, do you fast?
Yes,
Really? How old are you?
9.
Really? So you can fast? Do you do the entire day?
Yes,
You do?
yes,
Really?
yes.
That's fantastic, because I understand that maybe there's some particular age some children may not be able to go for long.
Yes,
There
like
are. Okay.
7 or 6 and 5.
Oh, that's beautiful. And you do the complete day, the entire time.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's very good. Okay, so we're still in the month, the last 10 days of Ramadan, and we're hoping that everything goes well without a hitch. I don't know about you, but there's this feeling, this aura about Ramadan that is actually very unique. It is not just about the spiritual walk on a spiritual piety, the walk, the journey. It even has more to do about a person's growth, both spiritually and physically. Okay, so we're starting the program off with the iftar with the family of the Agbareres. Let's see it.
We reached Life Camp Abuja, graciously accepting Imam Mustafa Agbare's kind invitation to join his family for iftar during this blessed month of Ramadan. While his wife and children were preparing the food, our camera followed Imam and his guests to the mosque to observe the Maghrib prayer after breaking their fast. On reaching the mosque, our camera was able to record an act of food giving organized by the mosque to support the less privileged ones.
The reward of giving out is not times 10, it's times 700 and above, based on your good intention. Another aspect of it is you will earn reward of who you feed. We have been feeding over 300 people every day. But majority of what you are seeing, you have seen that they are youths, and we are helping them to see how we can at least make it easy. You can see them fighting or trying to get it. I'm sure some of them are picking not only for the breaking of fast, they are preparing against tomorrow.
Now, everyone is back at home and the table is set for a sumptuous dinner with varieties.
Bismillah. Very hot. Crazy. After the starter.
Okay, so let me ask you the best part of the day, which is the food.
Well, after the iftar, the best thing that I take, and me as a person, I take the pepper soup. This is chicken pepper soup. So when you break your fast with something that's hot as dates, of course it will give you some energy and it will open it up. So me, traditionally, I open my fast, I break my fast with pepper soup. No, I take water first. Because even traditionally, the prophet says that Ajjal bifitri, the mind, try to be fast in opening your mouth with water or tamar or with dates. So I also take dates. In fact, when I went to the mosque, I've taken dates, I've taken some fruit. But when I come to take my meal, the meal gogo, I go for this first. Then I take a little of the samosa. Then I go for chicken before I now bounce on the rice. That is the main course.
His daughter Rahamat gave a view about the importance of Ramadan.
It's a month of peace, it's a month of love, it's a month of charity, and it's a month of forgiveness. It was in this month that Quran was revealed to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it's in this month that Allah has blessed us with the Ummah with the night of power, Laylatul Qadr. For Ramadan is the fourth pillar of Islam. Fasting. Oh, I love this one because it brings you closer to your Lord. You read Quran. It's in this one that lots of our sins are forgiven, and it's this one that we give lots of reward. Like just one fasting, just that one fasting. So I want to advise us Muslim Ummahs, we should give out charity this month because you don't know what it will do to us in the hereafter.
The family's generosity and warmth were truly overwhelming as they ensured we had total satisfaction as their guest. The sharing and love shown by them was heartwarming and made our experience truly special and worthwhile.
Okay, so that was Iftar with the Agbareres, and it was one of the most remarkable and beautiful gathering I've ever had the pleasure of being in. Very heartwarming and jovial family. It was beautiful, I must tell you. Now, still on Iftar, we'll be back on that. I have with me Faisal Adeyemi, and we will be talking to him on the program today. Faisal, nice to have you with us.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
Okay, so my first question to you would be your day-to-day journey on the Ramadan fast. What's your day like? Your normal average day like?
Okay. On an average day in Ramadan, you wake up 3 or 4 a.m. And when you wake up, you pray, and then you start preparing for your sahur, which is the food you have, the meal you have before starting the fast. After preparation, I think you move to eating, and then you pray your subhi prayer, which is the first prayer of the day. After that, you pray some extra supplications, if you have the time and the energy, for a few minutes. And for me, I go back to sleep for an hour or so, and then wake up by 7:30 or 8. And then my normal day begins with work and all of that. And from that point on, it's the same as your normal day outside Ramadan, except you try to find time during the day to worship. So you can engage in your Quran, recite what you can, or do what you call zikr in Islam, which is just remembrance of God. Yeah. And finally comes the iftar.
Okay.
Yeah, which usually is 6:30, 6:40, depending on where you stay actually. But the timing of it is based on the sunset wherever you live.
Okay.
Yeah. So in Abuja here, for example, we have most of it is 6:30, 6:40, 6:50 in some places.
Okay.
So at that time you have your iftar, which is the breaking of the fast, and then you pray your Maghrib prayer, and you sit down and have your meal with your family or by yourself, and you have the final prayer of the day, which is Isha. Yeah.
Okay. So let me quickly ask you. I know it's not only on a journey that is like mandatory that you have to take as a Muslim faithful. There is. I want to ask, how or where do you get the strength from to go through the day?
Well, it can be very hectic for people. I mean, going through your normal day without the energy you get from food. I would say there's a spiritual supplement to it. I mean, being in that spirit of fasting and the constant consciousness of your Lord, I think we derive energy from that. And there's also the fact that you have to do it. So when you know that you have to do something, I think that serves as another form of motivation for you to do it.
Okay. Yeah. All right then. Okay, so I still have more questions for you, but we have during iftar, there are some things you should do and there are some things you shouldn't do. Like there are some foods you should take, there are some foods you shouldn't take. There are healthy eating habits that go with the breaking of iftar. Kapsi was with a dietitian and she has a lot of information that are crucial for us. Let's see it.
As the Ramadan comes to an end and Muslims are getting back to their daily meals, there is this temptation to overeat, and as such can lead to indigestion and other stomach disorder. Okay, so I'm here with a dietitian who is going to take us on how we can maintain a healthy eating habit. My first question to you is, what are the benefits of fasting?
Benefits of fasting is weight loss. Weight loss, a lot of people fast because they want to lose some weight, although it's dependent on how long the fasting is and the combination of foods. For one who overeats, when he or she decides to fast from eating some things or not eat in between meals, the result you get is weight loss because he or she is no longer overeating. It's also dependent if the person's activity is lesser than what he or she is eating, and then you can get weight loss. But someone who still overeats, even in the course of fasting, might not get that result of weight loss.
After the Ramadan, I just woke up and then the following day is Eid. So, there are plenty of food to eat and all of that. So, what first thing should I eat? Should I just go in and eat my rice and all of that? Or what's the first meal that you advise me to eat?
I expect that, first of all, you take little sips of water because you're waking up. You're trying to wake up your organs to function properly. So whatever you're taking has to be gradual. Don't rush a meal. Don't be fast to rush. Chew properly when you are eating so that there will be more digestion in the mouth before it gets down to your stomach. So you take little sips of water to start, and then you take some alkaline fruits. Mangoes are good because they are purees. Bananas, pawpaw, grapes, they have more purees in them. You don't need foods that have high fiber, like a lot of vegetables. Do not be quick to say, okay, I want to break my fast. I don't want to eat anything heavy. You just take one cucumber and just start chewing, or you want to take a plate of vegetable soup. No, that will not work. The fibers will help your guts, to be kind of inflamed. So you take sips of water, you take alkaline fruits like mangoes, like pawpaws, bananas, grapes, and then 2 hours later, you can then eat a proper meal. That proper meal, though, should not be a high fatty food. Now, water therapy is good. It's something that I advise everybody to do every day. Making a kind of feeding pattern a lifestyle is very, very important. Because when you wake up in the morning, remember, aside from the fasting that goes on during the day, there's also a fast, unintentional fast that goes on at night. Because after you had dinner, imagine that you had dinner around 7. And then, let's say 3-4 hours, food has digested. The next, you have a lot of hours before the next morning. It's night you're sleeping, it looks as if it's not existing. 12 hours during the day, 12 hours at night. So if you check it, you're sleeping for about 8 hours. It's also like nothing is in the tummy and you are breaking your fast in the morning, called breakfast. So having water therapy as something that you do every day, it's supposed to be a lifestyle or a normal thing that people should do to help their organs feel alive.
We just heard from what the dietitian said. You just need to chew your food properly, don't rush into your food, and of course, learn how to drink water early in the morning. Alright, wishing you all Baraka di Sallah.
Okay, so if you're just joining us, you're on to the Medley Show, where we talk about everything that has to do with everything. Now, the feature you just watched talked about healthy eating habits, especially if you want to break for the fast. It's not just about gobbling things off. You have to be exceptionally careful what you break your fast with. So, Faisal, tell me, do you agree water first before any other thing?
Water is a very healthy option for breaking your fast. But traditionally, we break our fast with dates. It's a very lightweight food. Just have 1, 2, or just a few.
Do you take so much?
No.
You say 1, 2, 3. That's really little.
Yeah, it's just to break the ice, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah. So after that, you may have, as you said, the healthy options. Mm-hmm. You have water, other fruits, oranges, banana, and so on. And then you can start moving to the next course of the meal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. So, tell us about the Laylatul Al-Qadr, that's the Night of Majesty. The last 10 days is very peculiar. Can you tell us about that?
So Ramadan as a whole is a very worship-intensive month. And then you have the last 10 days, actually the last 10 nights.
Okay.
Yeah. So they are, well, a shift in gear in terms of worship. When the last 10 nights set in, the Muslims are, well, encouraged to double or triple their efforts. And within this last 10 nights, you have what you call the Night of Majesty, as you said. And historically, this marks the night in which the Quran was revealed. Yeah, it was the night that really started the whole religion, so to speak. Because on that night, I think 1,400 and so years ago, the Quran was first revealed to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And every year after that, it has been commemorated during Ramadan.
Okay.
So Muslims, they strive and increase their worship to try and, well, experience this night, because that night is greater than 1,000 months. You can see the immensity of the night itself.
Okay. All right then. So, and this is one of the basics of what Islam is all about. All right then. So, now we are opening the phone lines. And you can send a text. We will only allow text, please. No calls whatsoever. Send us a text on 081 788 2020. 081 788 2020. I believe we have our poem feature, and I'm sure Falila wants to introduce that feature for us. It's a poem titled
Ramadan.
Let's do this.
We have
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
I am Ramadan. The month Muslims are at their best, fasting, praying, and offering alms. I am special and only come once in a year. From dawn to dusk, Muslims fast and pray, praising Allah through the day, nights spent in prayers and reflections. A continuous training that strengthens our Iman. I am Ramadan. I am the month of mercy, blessing, and worship. A time where every good deed is multiplied by over 70. I am that period where the Quran, the Holy Book, was revealed to our beloved Prophet. In me lies the night of majesty, Laylatul Qadr, a sacred night witnessed on one of the odd days during the last 10 days. A great night, better than 1,000 months. All prayers are accepted to those who witnessed it. The mercy is everywhere. No one can deny it. Double up your good deeds. I am Ramadan. Wealthy Muslims reminded to give out 2.5% of their possession as zakat when it reaches the determined threshold. Zakatul Fitri is also required from every able Muslim to enable unable Muslims to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. It becomes mandatory a couple days before the Eid, giving out just for the sake of the Almighty. I am Ramadan, the month of Ibadah, about to leave, but there are few days left. Those who have done good should complete it. Those who have neglected it, I say, let's end in goodness. I am Ramadan.
Okay, that was I Am a Ramadan, a poem put together by Deyemi, and it's not only talking about what the Ramadan fast is about. It's talking about the beauty of what Ramadan is about. Okay, Faisal, tell me one of those things you like to do even after your fast, and then you're going back on a normal daily basis. What you do?
Activities.
Okay, so what are those activities like?
Okay, I play some table tennis.
Good.
I think outside Ramadan, but the lack of energy means I have to minimize how much I play.
What you do.
Yeah. So let's say I play 5 times a week before. Now maybe 2 or once in a week. Yeah.
I also believe that is even encouraged, because even though it's fasting, you could actually do something that will give your body some sort of energy to go on and things like that. Okay, so we have messages. We need to do some messages right now, and I actually have some right here which I'll be reading out to you. Okay, we don't have a name right here, but this is from someone who said, "Good day in my area. We organize football outside for all the Muslims and Christian brothers to foster and make peace." What do you think? Do you think that is encouraged? That's
Very
good.
encouraged.
All right then. Okay, so we also have this. Okay, that's actually very funny. Okay, so we have this from James. James says, "I'm enjoying your show and I am a Christian. May Allah bless you from above." Okay, so we have this also from James. I should believe this is another James. He says, "Good afternoon." Oh, okay, it's from Esther. "Good afternoon. My name is Esther, texting from Port Harcourt in Rivers State. I'm really enjoying the show from here. Happy Ramadan to my Muslim friends." Okay, so we also have another one from... Oh, and this is this is actually interesting. "My name is Fatima from Niger State. She says she's loving the program so much and may Allah bless us all. Amen." Let's take one more before we go on to our conversations. This is from Caroline, and she's a Christian growing up in Sokoto. She says she is proud to have lived amongst Muslims and she loves and respects both them and their religion. God bless you. Okay, so let me ask you, doing the things you do, understanding the basics and what Ramadan is all about, what would you encourage your our fellow Muslim brothers and sisters to do moving forward, since we are how many days away from Eid al-Fitr? What do you encourage them? What do you have to say to them?
Okay. So in Ramadan, we have cultivated a lot of good habits. We have dropped a lot of bad habits. And my advice would be to continue in that spirit. The aim of Ramadan is not just to increase your connection to the Lord in those few days, but it's to grow and improve your life within and after Ramadan. So all of these good habits that you have picked up, you should try your best to make sure you don't drop them. The bad habits you dropped, you should avoid picking them up again. And the spirit of generosity that comes with the month, because the theme of the month is just giving and charity and worship. I think we should continue that, because you should have noticed that during Ramadan, there is so much charitable activities going on. Yeah. So that really helps the whole society. I mean, everybody can benefit from that.
Exactly. Okay, I was just going to say that when you said everybody can benefit from them, even Christian brothers and sisters, inclusively.
Yes.
All right then. Okay, so let's take one or two more messages. Okay, so before we do that, let's talk about Eid. What are your plans? What's going to happen on that day?
I think the Eid is one aspect everybody looks forward to. Muslim, Christian, we all look forward to that celebration. And my plans are generally the same as other plans. You spend time with your family, you go to the mosque for the Eid prayer, you eat. I mean, a lot of us miss eating during the day, so
that's true.
Yeah. And you visit your friends, your family. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. The spirit of friendship, renewal of body, mind, soul, and spirit, and then communal bonding with our friends and family. That is actually. I want to ask my beautiful, amazing guest in the house, Faliha, what are your expectations for Eid? What do you like most about Eid? Tell me, I know you know, tell me. What are your expectations? What are those things that you're expecting when it's Eid?
I must expect celebrating with my family.
Good. Okay. Okay, so but let me ask you first of all, what is Eid?
Eid?
Yes.
Well, another name for Eid is Sallah. Eid means that a day after Ramadan, we have what we call Eid, and we actually pray and celebrate
and have lots to eat and lots to drink
and have lots of fun.
That's very good. I like that. That's really, really very good. Okay, so would you like to answer that? What is Eid? What is the total story of Eid?
Okay. Eid is, as she said, a celebration of Ramadan. I mean, you celebrate that you successfully fasted a month, celebrate all the well-answered prayers or prayers that you made. It's just all around jubilation, and I think for people her age, they look forward to the fun, the new clothes, and all of the tradition that comes with it.
Okay, so let me ask you, no holds barred, no more fasting. What happens with all the yummies during Eid? What are those delicious foods with tantalizing smell that you expect to see during Eid?
A common food item would be would be meat. I mean, that's what a lot of people used to celebrate: meat, chicken, beef, and so on. For me, I think yes, the meat and plantain, maybe.
Oh, is that your favorite?
I would say so, yes.
Oh, okay. So we're good then. That's good. Okay, so before we go on to more messages, let's take there's something beautiful about the fashion, the dress sense that has to do with the Muslim women. It's beautiful, and Kachi has a story for us. Let's see it. Now, I don't know about you, but that was beautiful. The colors, fun colors, trendy colors, they're absolutely beautiful. But let me ask Faisal, first of all, I'm sure you may not know, but I know you have an idea. So for the female, what are your favorite? What kind of colors do you like to see? Don't do that. What kind of colors do you? Okay, what kind of colors do you like? Let's put it that way.
Okay, I think I can answer that.
Okay.
What kind of colors I like?
Yes.
Personally, blue,
Okay.
black.
I can actually see.
Yes.
I can see the navy blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Green sometimes.
Okay.
Purple, very dark purple.
Okay.
I think those are enough options for me.
All right then. Okay, but let me ask you: are those colors you mentioned? Do they have significance? You mentioned green. Green is growth, production. Do you productive? Do you have anything, or you just specifically just picked the colors that you just pleasing to the eye?
Blue.
Okay.
Blue has, well, the sky. There's this uplifting feeling with blue. So, besides that, it's just the sights of the colors.
The colors. Okay, so we get that. Okay, so let me ask my beautiful Valila. Valia, what color do you like? What's your favorite color?
Pink and purple and blue.
Pink, purple, and blue. Tell me why you like them. What's so cool about blue?
Because blue is bright.
Okay. What about purple?
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. And pink. What about pink?
Awesome.
Oh, as awesome as you are. Very awesome. Okay, so let's do some messages. Right here I have okay, so I have, this is from Shatima. Shatima says, okay, I think we can actually do that. Shatima says he needs more explanation on Ramadan. Let's quickly ask Faisal. In a nutshell, would you tell us, in a nutshell, what Ramadan is all about?
Okay. Ramadan is one of the pillars of Islam.
Mm-hmm.
And as such, it is a mandatory act that involves abstaining from food, drinks, and, well, illicit activities from sunrise till sunset.
Mm-hmm.
And within it, we increase in worship. And it's a very encompassing month where you, well, practice all the other pillars of the religion. You have the prayer, you have charity, and you have what's called Hajj. So some people go for Umrah during Ramadan.
Okay.
And for prayer, we pray every day. So there's that. And finally, you have charity, which is where you see people giving food for iftar a lot.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so we have a special twist on the program today, and we will get to it immediately after this feature. Let's see it.
Fẹ́yúnlẹ̀ kà tó kàn.
Bá fa tí a bá, bá kẹ́sùrọ̀bì, bá dòmọ́bù,
Èyí kí ló wá fún wa?
barbecue.
Kọ́dìbù, bọ́lá tí barbecue.
Are you playing?
Nínú tíra, sẹ́ńtì sẹ́ńtì ẹ̀ dàbí kẹ́wọ́n ọtún tíra kọ́ ni. Ní 10 o'clock ojú rẹ̀ tí ní barbecue ní tíra. Àwọn mélòó rẹ̀ ti gbà? Túkà, kí ló fún wa?
Barbecue.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadu Rasulullah. Ìbájẹ́ bá bàbá wa nílùú òmùpọ̀ bọ́ ṣe kánù. Nínú ìlà, tó bá yẹ bọ́ ṣe kánù sọ́dẹ̀ bá tíra ń bí. Kọ́dìbù, kí ló wọ̀ yìí? Sẹ́ẹ̀nì, ríǹgì ọ́ dírípù wá sílé kẹ́ wallahi tallahi Kọ́dìbù ìlú ọgbà dírípù lónìí. Yusuf!
Má dira o.
Ọba mọ́rẹ́ wa, ọba sọ̀rọ̀, ìwọ́rí wá bí kí nínú tíra. Ọmọ ta sàwámọ̀ ni. Ọkì ní bọ̀ mi. Ó ní ọmọ rẹ̀ wá. bá sá ẹ máa gbákan ìsá lálàsẹ karamba ní kàtá ó ní barbecue sí ní. sáwọn lè fún ma ẹ kú ṣe ìyá wa ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ mọ ẹ sọ ẹ jọ ma ẹ ọmọ kàtá ìpọ́nlẹ̀ wọn kẹlẹ̀ jà ẹ pẹ̀ fún wa wàláì tàláì wàláì ọwọ́ àjọkọ̀ nu mọ́tò wàláì nínú ilé kéwù kò sí ká bá gbàdúrà fún yín àdúrà bàbá gbàdúrà 199 tí yín ni wàláì alájà ọlọ́run kẹyìn gbogbo àwẹ̀ tá ń gbà yín ọlọ́run ní tì mọ́ yín láyà ẹ̀sùn gbọ́dọ̀ yín làwọn fẹ́ wá sínú lónìí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ àwọn kó fẹ́lẹ́ díẹ̀ ọ̀fun mi dí. ẹ má wọrí yóò fẹ́lẹ́ gan ọkà wọn fẹ́lẹ́ báyìí kódà. alájà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gan ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ọlọ́run kẹyìn kí àtọ́là tó alájà wa ẹ̀jà wa. kọ́rí mọ̀ bá mi.
Assalamu alaikum bàbá.
ẹ ṣe bàbá wa ẹ kọ́ ọjà.
a kò ń gbẹ̀sà.
ọ̀tọ̀ wa jẹ́ kí ìṣirò kọ́ wa ń ra ọtí ìṣirò ní 230. ẹ bílẹ̀ ó fẹ́ kúkú ní òjò sọ̀rọ̀ ó yá kúkú.
àkókò.
ó lè sílẹ̀ ó bá tún sọ̀rọ̀ òkú kan. mọ̀ sọ ta ló ránṣẹ́. bàbá tóbi ló rán tóbi wo olúròǹbí ìtukùn òfin lọlẹ̀ náà nù. ìgbà tó wá ránṣẹ́ wọn bá ní kọ̀ọ̀kan ọ̀bọ̀ náà kọ̀ríbù ọkọ̀ ọ̀bọ̀ náà àbí ọ̀dà nǹkan mọ́ ọ̀dà náà mọ́ ẹ mọ̀ gbọ́ ọmọ lálàsẹ̀ yìí. àwọn wàlẹ̀ àṣírí kẹsàjọ yìí gbàtẹ́ pé kan kékeré bò bí sírí. kọ̀ríbù mo ti wá ń bọ́ wí látẹ̀ kan ọwọ́ náà ló lé mi lórí. ọyọ ọ̀sẹ̀ sí mi kàn kò dídì ṣé ọ̀wọ́n pé kọ́ra kọ́ fọwọ́ kan tí nínú Ramadan ẹsẹ̀ ni. kọ̀ríbù jọ́sí bíbà kọrin kan ó ní they never see me coming. ṣé ò sí wallahi Karibu ọ̀rí wa kọ́ mi bá a ti ń bọ̀ wọ́n lọ́wọ́ tó ní ọ̀jẹ̀ búlálà ṣe lónìí náà lójó orí wa. Abba Yusuf gbẹ̀mí débẹ̀.
Taoma be doing something to our systems right here. She is completely out of this world when it concerns comedy skits. What do you have to say? We were actually talking about this before we came back. Please tell me your view of Tao, especially this.
Okay, she's a very, or he, I mean, portrays it's hard to tell now.
She's female.
Yeah, so she is a very creative and talented content creator.
She is.
That was a very light-hearted take on
very
well, what happens in Ramadan for little kids and the Islamia and so on. Yeah, it's a funny video.
All right then. So quickly, we don't have much time. Let's take Falia. Let's take your shout outs. Who do you want to say hello to? You have the floor. Who do you want to give your shout outs to? Say hello to your brothers, your sisters. Do you want to do that?
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters in Islam.
Say hello. What are the names of your friends?
We want to wish them a beautiful journey through Ramadan, and then Eid is around the corner. You want to wish them the best and wish them everything good from your heart.
Okay, what is the name of your friend?
Do you have a best friend? What's her name?
Kiba.
Okay, so tell her you're wishing her the best.
I'm wishing you the best.
All right, then. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's hear your shout-outs.
Well, I have a lot of friends.
I know, I can imagine.
Okay, I'd say to all my friends.
Okay.
We have my colleagues also at the Al-Habibiyya Youth. My classmates, as she said, my best friend, even though I don't know who that is. Workplace colleagues, I mean, you have to shout out to them also.
Right,
and the rest of my brothers and sisters, I wish you all a very beautiful Eid.
Thank you so much for that. And that's how much we can take on the medley today. Thanks for staying with us. Join us again, same time next week. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.